Hey guys, Joe here, coming with another Transformer collection video. This time we're taking a look at my Cybertron Hero Collection number 3. At a certain period in time, Takara included a gummy-like Transformer with every carded toy, and these were called Decoys. Now these Decoys were released also as collection sets too, and this just happens to be one of the collection sets. It's a Japanese import, obviously, from Japan. Really happy with the set. Picked it up at a TF Con, I think a number of years ago. Obviously you can see the construction date there, 1983. And just taking a look at the side of the packaging, you know, standard Takara Japanese boxes with their labeling. Basically Decoys are drone replicas from the cartoon portion of the G1 continuity family. And each figure came as a player token with the Defeat the Trypticon strategy game, which was a 1986 Scramble City themed Transformers board game. Okay, moving on to the back, you can also see it's a standard Japanese box with well, a bunch of language I don't know. And then, you know, it's got the standard posed figures in front of a play set, this one being Metroplex. Yeah, standard. Nice to see these figures. There is also some robot points here. This set only goes for one robot point, which is pretty standard fare for such small figures. Now, 3 large box sets were also released encompassing all 53 figures that made up the series, and these are what the 3 sets look like. This is collection number 1. Obviously, those are Autobots because they're all in pink. These purple sets are all the Destron, or otherwise known as Decepticon Hero set. And then the third one I'm going to show is obviously the last one, which is the one we're going through right now. Okay, so as stated before, this is Hero set number 3. You can see what it consists of on the inside is these 9 figures plus an extra accessory plus some playing cards too. Nice packaging. I like how everything is displayed and how it's all out in the open. So without further ado, let's get everything out of this plastic container and see what this whole set is about. Okay, so this set, aside from including all the figures, obviously you can tell includes a bunch of playing cards. Included in the set is a small set of playing cards that has 2 suits of Autobot and 2 suits of Decepticon cards, 52 in total, with 2 Joker cards and 1 blank card. Now, the whole idea of this set is it's meant to be like a playing game where you can see the points underneath all the figures here. Those are basically like the character stats for the figures, so it's almost like I forgot the name of it. Like as if you're playing War or something, where you would flip the cards over and whoever has a higher number would win. These Decoy figures are about 1.5 inches tall. And obviously, as I stated before, they follow the color coding of the Transformers franchise. Autobots red, Decepticons purple. But they weren't just designed as collectible figures. They're also designed to be as sort of like game pieces. Each figure has a number sculpted into the back of them. It's the sum total of their character tech stats, which is what you're seeing. These numbers are underneath the carded figures. So basically, kids could play like simple games with them, like randomly selecting a figure, and you produce both of them at the same time, and whoever has the highest number wins, kind of thing. Okay, so these are the figures out of the container, and as you can see, they're obviously Autobot Decoy replicas of actual figures. This is Bumblebee. And there's the number on the back. You can see the Bumblebee head of 45. Actually, pretty nice detailing on these guys. Fairly accurate. This is a Slag of the Dinobots. You know, still minimalistic in terms of being completely precise with every detail, but you know, for the most part, considering they're little rubber figures, I think they did an excellent job. This is Prowl, followed by Trailbreaker, Cliff Jumper, Inferno, Snarl, Sludge, and Grimlock. They're also, because of their rubbery construction, this also allowed them to be shot from a translucent red plastic launcher that came in the box sets with these figures, with the whole premise being with the aim to knock down as many other figures as possible. And you'll see that little firing mechanism device very soon. Overall, I'm pretty happy with these guys. I don't display them or anything like that. I've left them in this package since I picked them up. I tend to be with rubber, you know, it can get a little brittle and fragile over time, I think. So I like to handle them as little as possible. I wouldn't mind getting the other two sets, though I haven't seen them at shows. So I guess that'll be one of those things that I stumble across at one point. If the price is right, pick it up. So this is the rubber shooter. There's obviously a mechanism on the inside, spring-loaded, so you push down, and then you release it with the spring-loaded button there on the front, and that shoots them off. So that's pretty much it for this set, guys. I think if you're a fan of you know, toys from the 80s or whatever, you'd probably have fond memories of figures such as like the Muscle Men, and that's what these figures certainly remind me of. All in all, I think it's a good set to have. I wouldn't mind getting the other ones since they are larger and more visually impressive, especially the Decepticon set. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can follow me on Twitter at ACDecepticon, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram at MyLifeInCollecting. Take care, guys. Be good to one another, and keep on collecting.